Bullied Kid Prepares for Ice Age. Zhang Yi said, "Was my acting not convincing?" Chunlei replied, "Brother Zhang, you're good at acting, so good that it looks fake. Who's going to believe that you'll act out of goodwill and righteousness?" Zhang Yi responded, "Well, at least she knows she can count on me." Uncle Yu Jiguang said, "Nobody can blame you for this. Liang Yue is the only one connected to those kids. They don't even know how to survive on their own. Just useless bodies creating problems." Zhang Yi said, "Anyway, everyone here knew it and the defenses have already been set up. Now we only have confirmation of the incoming war." Lu Keran asked, "But what will happen with Teacher Liang?" Zhang Yi said, "Xingxin Keran, this is on you now. Go and convince her not to do anything stupid." A few moments later, in Teacher Liang Yue's room, she was cleaning her sword when Yang Xingxin and Lu Keran entered. Teacher Liang Yue said, "Keran, Xingxin." Yang Xingxin said, "Teacher Liang, is it better to die for them rather than live for us?" She then held her hand and continued, "We need you." Lu Keran added, "We cannot live without you, Teacher Liang. Xingxin and I are just ordinary powerless girls in this apocalyptic world. We need your protection." Teacher Liang Yue said, "But I can't just stand here and do nothing while they die." Yang Xingxin said, "They are still alive, aren't they? They are alive because our brother treasures you and is willing to risk it all, just for you. Please don't be so reckless. We can still negotiate, just wait a bit longer." Teacher Liang Yue sighed. "There really doesn't seem to be another option left. I will wait." A few moments later, outside the room, Lu Keran asked Yang Xingxin, "Hey Xingxin, does brother really love Teacher Liang?" Yang Xingxin replied, "Nah, I was just deceiving her. Her weakness is being too emotional, so I brought it up. Otherwise, how could we make her stay?" Lu Keran said, "So clever. Then you must have something planned for her." Yang Xingxin said, "I'm doing this for her own good. It really would be a waste to let her die for such a trivial matter. Still, it's best for both of us if she stays. We know that brother Zhang Yi dislikes lazy women after all." Lu Keran exclaimed, "Yikes, I have to prove myself worthy." On the sofa, Zhang Yi said, "Okay, got it, thanks. It should also be time for that to start acting." In another scene, Xiao Honglian said, "Those students said Zhang Yi has some superhumans with him. If we take them, we'll get even stronger." Zhu Qingting said, "Given their current situation, it's only a matter of time before they compromise. We have to get rid of Zhang Yi's forces swiftly. Otherwise, the other organizations may come." Xiao Honglian replied, "No need to rush. Let's gather more information before taking our next step. We're surrounded by more than one enemy. If we attack Zhang Yi, we'll be open to any intervention from the others. Our energetic resources are important to everyone." Zhu Qingting said, "But if we don't take this opportunity, someone else will get ahead of us." Xiao Honglian said, "It's better to be late than to risk it and die. I have to guarantee our base's safety." Zhu Qingting asked, "As you wish, madam. Then what should we do now?" Xiao Honglian said, "Well, he seems to care about those students. Let's give him a small push. Send someone to give them a beating, record it, and send it to Zhang Yi. Let's also not lose track of any possible intel they may have." Zhu Qingting said, "Yes, ma'am." A few moments later, Zhu Qingting said, "Let's start the show, dear guests." As the students became terrified, they were whipped by Zhu Qingting. A man taking a video said, "What the heck is wrong with this guy?" as he vomited green cotton candy. Zhu Qingting exclaimed, "He's poisoned. How the heck did this happen?" "We didn't give them anything like that." Zhu Qingting took out his phone and called Xiao Honglian, who asked, "Poison? What the heck? Can we save them?" Zhu Qingting said, "Our medics checked them, and the toxins in their bodies have been there too long. Before this cold started, with just some medicine, their lives could have been saved. Hold on." He realized and said, "Darn it. We've fallen into his trap. These darn kids we captured are just pawns in Zhang Yi's scheme to deplete his enemies." Xiao Honglian asked, "What do you mean?" Zhu Qingting explained. "These kids were slowly poisoned and then placed in a random spot in Shujia town. They used a satellite phone to get our attention. It was all planned out." Xiao Honglian said, "Then what would be his purpose? Deceive us with some poisoned kids? Or maybe Zhang Yi wants to kill them but can't do it himself. Quickly, record them before they die and send it to Zhang Yi. He may have poisoned them, but we can still use this." At the mansion, Yang Xingxin said, "Brother Zhang Yi, come here." In the control room, Zhu Qingting said, Zhang Yi, it's been a day. What's your answer? I'm here to send you a small gift to help you decide faster. Zhang Yi asked, are they still alive? Zhu Qingting replied, yes, but who knows how long they'll survive. Zhang Yi, our leader has changed his mind. These kids are a waste of our rice supplies, so we'll give them back to you for a ton of food each. Zhang Yi said, we can do that, but I need to make sure they're still alive. Zhang Yi said, I don't want to give my supplies and get some rancid corpses in return. Zhu Qingting responded, as you can see, they're still alive. Zhang Yi said, that was a recorded clip. I want to see them live. Put them on the screen now. If I can confirm they're alive, then you'll get your food. Zhu Qingting replied, our base doesn't play these kinds of tricks. They are useless and a waste of time. You don't need to worry about us killing them. Zhang Yi insisted, then just let me take a peek. Zhu Qingting said, Mr. Zhang, I do not feel any sincerity coming from your words. Zhang Yi muttered, they're sleeping forever. Yang Xingxin asked, big bro, how did you do it? Zhang Yi said, I painted their food green with my artistic skills. Yang Xingxin said, this is great, now they won't be holding anyone back. Zhang Yi added, give Liang Yu some preparation in the next 2 days. Don't let her think anything weird. Yang Xingxin suggested, brother, I think it will be more effective if you go instead of me. Zhang Yi asked, do you want me to enlighten her or something? Yang Xingxin replied, just use some sweet words, it would deal a nice blow. Zhang Yi said, looks like stupidity is contagious. By the way, this call is a secret between us. Yang Xingxin said, I know, bro. Not a word will come out of this Xingxin. In another scene, Zhu Qingting said to Xiao Honglian, we've lost our advantage now that they're sleeping forever. Xiao Honglian responded, then let's go to war. 2 days later, a new message was received by Yang Xingxin. Zhang Yi looked at the screen as Xiao Honglian said, Zhang Yi, this is just the beginning. An eye for an eye and blood for blood. Soon I'll have your heads hanging on my execution table at Yangsheng base. As Zhang Yi listened and drank his cup of ice water, he said, finally those kids are sleeping forever. Looks like a clean exit to me. Yang Xingxin said, yeah, it looks like the end. Zhang Yi asked, what's up? Didn't you hate those guys? They're sleeping forever now, but you don't look happy. Yang Xingxin said, I'm neither happy nor sad. I hated them from my heart. I wanted them to disappear, but looking at them like that still makes me feel just a bit sad. Because I'm worried that one day my head will be hanging like that. Zhang Yi thought to himself, I see. This is just normal. A young girl would be shocked to see such a thing, regardless of how mature she may be. He then hugged Yang Xingxin and said, do not worry. I will not let you die, my Xingxin. I can promise you that much. After all, I will not die. Yang Xingxin said, brother, I'm glad I have you here. She then cried and thought to herself, this Xingxin will not let you down. I will make myself worthy of you. Zhang Yi said, our next move should be to show this to everyone here. Yang Xingxin expressed concern, but I'm worried that teacher Liang would not be able to handle it. Zhang Yi said, calm down. I've already made some preparations, both mentally and physically. First, put this in her coffee. Make sure she drinks it. Yang Xingxin asked, what is this? Zhang Yi replied, it's an anti-anxiety drug. A few moments later, Zhang Yi addressed the girls. The scenes recorded in this video are tough to watch. Be prepared for it. He looked teacher Liang Yue in the eyes. Teacher Liang Yue thought to herself, this video was sent to us by Yangsheng base. Then is this about my students? Zhang Yi opened the 120-inch TV, and teacher Liang Yue saw the new Sleeping Forever pool movie. She thought to herself, are they all sleeping forever? She stood up in shock and said, they are sleeping forever. Dr. Zhou Care asked, Miss Liang, what's wrong? Yang Mi said, are you all right? Lu Karen asked, teacher Liang, are you okay? As teacher Liang Yue collapsed on the $1 million sofa, Zhang Yi said she's fine. I gave her a sleeping drug. She'll be fine after resting for a couple of hours. Uncle Yu Jiguang commented, Miss Liang is a kind soul who lives for her job. This may have been a direct blow to her soul. I do hope she doesn't try to act recklessly due to this. Zhang Yi carried teacher Liang Yue and said, only time and love can heal this kind of wound. A few moments later, in teacher Liang Yue's room, Zhang Yi instructed Yang Xingxin and Lu Kairan, take good care of her for the next 2 days. Help her recover from this. He then told Dr. Zhou Kier, give her some pain relievers to make her feel at ease and keep her in bed for a couple more days. Make sure she doesn't act recklessly. Dr. Joker responded, understood. Zhang Yi said, war is inevitable. I'm afraid they may come together with Zhao Yu, but two forces at the same time aren't too much pressure on our base. Let's leave it to our fortifications. If they manage to pass through, then we'll retreat to our shelter. Some days later, an old man from the cult walked in the snow. He stopped for a moment and looked at Zhang Yi's mansion. Using his powerful eyes, he observed the people inside and said to himself, what is this? There's a very powerful superhuman there. He could rival that person. Is he the right hand of God? He was the Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua. His superpower, energy perception, qi. He thought to himself, my ability allows me to see through people's lives and analyze the potential of everyone, categorizing those who have ability and those who do not. We've recruited many followers, but the aura of this superhuman is too deep. I must return and inform Her Highness and the High Priest. Zhang Yi's powers defy anything we've seen. He's too skilled. Yangsheng base office, an officer greeted, greetings boss, Wu Heron here, previous security manager of Zhanglong Company. I was part of the team that worked on building Zhang Yi's current mansion. I also worked on upgrading his apartment to a military-class shelter. Xiao Honglian asked, are you an acquaintance of his? Wu Heron replied, I wouldn't dare say so. It's more like a working relationship, but I do know about the place he lives in. Zhao Honglian said, oh, so, what kind of information do you have? This explains how they've been able to keep Shishan off for more than a month without any damage. If you built this place, it makes sense. Wu Heron added, Ishan base can't scratch that place, but us, we can break it. Boss, I'll oversee this. Xiao Honglian asked. Then, do you know that mansion's weakness? Wu Heron responded. As one of the most prestigious brands in the country, our Zhanglong company cannot do things that will damage our clients. However, we built that place. We know the materials used in the structure. If our big trucks can get close to it, we can cut through those walls. Xiao Honglian said, great. You're coming with us. If we're successful, you'll be promoted to team leader. Wu Heron replied, thanks, boss. Xiao Honglian added, there's still one thing I don't understand. It doesn't matter how strong a shelter is, with the right tools, it could be breached. Then why did Shishan base not progress if they had explosives? Are Zhang Yi and his company so strong that it's hard to get closer? There's a high chance that things will become difficult. Then let's drag other organizations into this mess. She took out her radio and continued, this way, not only will we share the risks, but we will also be able to avoid infiltration from the other organizations. Xiao Honglian called Wei Dinghai and said, this Zhang Yi guy is not simple. He faced Jishan base for a long time until he dealt the final blow. I guess we won't dare to fight him alone. So what do you say about teaming up? Wei Dinghai responded, if we're gonna throw a big party, then let's invite everyone. Let's take the other two organizations with us. Xiao Honglian said, looks like we're both thinking the same way. It will be easy with both of us asking for cooperation. I'll talk with Qingqin base. You can negotiate with the Snowflower cult, okay? Wei Dinghai agreed, I'm on it. We've been navigating for years, so their supplies are useless to us. But we do need more fuel. I hope you can provide us with some. At the Qingqin steel factory, a man took a piece of his bao bun, and two people, acting like dogs on chains, suddenly fought over the piece he threw to the floor. The man then said, Manager Liu, Manager Sun, you're so good at being dogs. I'm sorry I let you behave like humans in the past. Suddenly, a soldier approached and said, Boss, some women from Yangsheng base are looking for you. The boss said, oh, that Xiao Honglian is looking for me. What might she want? The soldier added, she said it was an urgent matter. The boss stepped down and said, gotcha, let's see what the fuss is about. Outside, a girl was playing in the snow with her huge wolf. As the boss arrived with his soldier, the girl ran towards him saying, Daddy, as the wolf howled. The boss carried the girl and said, didn't I tell you? Do not go outside in this cold. If you really have to go outside, always wear a scarf and a cap. The girl said, but it isn't too cold today. It's also pretty hot inside the steel factory. The boss replied, if you get sick, I will not be treating you with kindness. He then put her down and said, go and play with Lele for now. She talked to the wolf and said, Daddy has some adult things to talk about. Lele, this one is number 1 and this one is number 2. Lele responded with a series of barks. Woof, woof, woof. In Qingqin base office, an officer said, Boss, they've been waiting for you for quite some time. He sat on his chair and said to Xiao Honglian, look at you. waiting all day on the other side. Sorry, I had some stuff to do. Tell me, what do you want? Xiao Honglian said, Ishan base was destroyed. Where does your Qingshan base stand regarding this? He responded. You may not be interested in it since it's about the northeastern part of Xishan district borders. Well, that place is pretty big anyway, so the best thing would be to talk about how to divide it. Xiao Honglian said, Do not worry, that's the easy part. We've got a problem related to it though. There's a strong organization located near Xishan base. If we don't take them out, we'll run into danger when we try to claim it. Both Wei Dinghai and my men were wiped out by him. He said, Is there really someone that powerful in Tianhai City? Can he really afford to destroy Xishan base and attack us at the same time? Xiao Honglian said, This is the truth. We've done our research and found that they are a small elite group with many superhumans of considerable power. They are backed by a shelter comparable to a military stronghold, one that even Xishan base couldn't withstand. He responded, If they are that strong, then we can't simply rush in and attack. If we go into unknown territory, we may lose 30% of our people before even starting the fight, Xiao Honglian replied. That's why we're asking you to join us. Zhao Yu base has already agreed. We will attack together once you give your word. If the three of us agree, then the Snowflower cult will have to do the same. Our 4 organizations will then proceed to deplete him, and afterward, we can divide Xishan and Lujiang district. What do you say? He asked. Was that war started because of this? If so, how can we penetrate their defenses when Xishan base couldn't? Zhao Honglian explained. I have people who worked on building his shelter. We know a way to demolish his defenses. He said, Give me some time to think about this. Also, send me the information on the shelter. Xiao Honglian agreed. Okay, take your time. You will profit a lot from this. Don't worry. The call ended and a new file was received. He opened the file and in shock he muttered, What, Zhang Yi? This can't be a coincidence, right? In another scene at the Snowflower cult, Yuan Kongyi said, What did you say? The Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, bowed deeply and said, Oh my lord, I am your loyal follower, so I beg you to believe my words. Inside that mysterious sanctuary, there is a man with such power that it puts him on equal footing with you. He may be the right hand of God, sent to help us achieve greater heights. Yuan Kongye replied, I see. Thank you for your hard work. Go and take a rest. The Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, bowed again and took his leave. Yuan Kongye turned to Zheng Yixian and said, Things have to change now. Zheng Yixian responded, It looks like everyone underestimated Zhang Yi and his team. If that's the case, then even if the 4 of us team up, we won't be able to beat him. But if we do team up with him, it would be a marvelous opportunity. Meanwhile, at Zhang Yi's sofa, his phone alerted him. Zhang Yi looked at it and said, Huh? He received a new message. He picked up his phone and thought to himself, Is this Xing Weinan? How long has it been since we graduated? Is he alive? Amazing. It seems like he still has some tricks up his sleeve. The message was from Xing Weinan. Long time no see, mate. Zhang Yi replied, Yo, everything's going fine here. How about you? Xing Weinan responded, Ha ha ha. It's really you. I can't believe you've managed to survive this far and become so strong. Me? I'm doing fine for myself. I'm the director of Tianhai Steel Factory. That sounds fancy, right? Zhang Yi thought to himself, Xing Weinan is now in charge of the biggest Xingchen factory, the biggest steel factory in Tianhai City? He then asked, So now you're the boss there? Xing Weinan replied, Typing is such a pain in the ass. You know I'm not fond of these good manners. Let's use our mouths. Zhang Yi called him and asked, Wasn't some guy named Xing Tian the boss at Qingchen base? Did you get a new name or something? Xing Weinan chuckled and said, You got me. I changed my name to Xing Tian as it sounds more intimidating. Zhang Yi just agreed with his friend, thinking, an ordinary guy just managed to get new skills and power to reach for the sky, then changed his name to gain some confidence boost. He then asked, So, tell me, what can I do for you? I don't think you would just contact me out of the blue. Xing Weinan said, Well, I just wanted to get in touch. Remember the old days when you used to get all the girls and always scored the highest grades? I couldn't be as good as you were. Life is indeed mysterious. Who would have thought that you'd rise so meteorically? It's so good to hear about you now, my old friend. Zhang Yi said, Well, we can reminisce about the past later. Let's cut the crap. Tell me, what are you aiming for? Xing Weinan replied, Okay, let's get to business. I know that you killed some people from Yangsheng and Zhao Yu base. They are coming for you. They even want my Qingshin base in the Snowflower cult to join. If the four of us team up, you'd have a really bad time. Zhang Yi was shocked and said, all four organizations? That would be too troublesome. Zhang Yi then asked, so is this a war declaration? Xing Weinan replied, war declaration. Mate, if I really wanted to fight you, I wouldn't be talking to you. My first intention was to catch up with you, and then I wanted to discuss a cooperative relationship given our history. Zhang Yi said, interesting, tell me more. Jing Weinan continued, we have no grudges between us. I do not want to join this battle, but you must give us something. As long as you provide us with 10 tons of food, we will stay out of this. Zhang Yi, in shock, repeated, 10 tons? He then thought to himself, that's the word of a scoundrel. Well, to be fair, 10 tons are just a few stacks in my storage room. Does he think this amount is so valuable? Zhang Yi said, that's a lot of food. Give me some time to think about it. Xing Weinan replied, okay, I'll give you 1 day to think about it. Give me an answer tomorrow before noon. Zhang Yi responded, got it, that's all for now. As the call ended, Zhang Yi relaxed on his luxurious couch and mused to himself, I can offer him those things we grabbed from Shishan base. Oh, there are also those cans in Wang Siming storage. Those are heavy and filled with soup. Now the thing is, can I really trust him? I can pay him half in advance to test his performance. Once I'm satisfied, I can give him the rest. Let's get ready for a hard battle. Only by showing our strength can we truly achieve peace. A few moments later, they gathered and Yang Xingxin said, this is not as bad as I initially thought. The four organizations may be working together, but they do not trust each other, and there's only 2 bases that have a grudge against us, Yangsheng and Zhaoyu. Qingshin and the Snowflower cult are behaving like bystanders. Uncle Yu Jiguang said, our team is pretty small, and that is our main weakness. It would be hard to divide our forces against that many opponents. Zhang Yi said, do not worry, we can trust our fortification for their first wave. Our surroundings are also good. Behind us, there are 2 mountains, which is a natural wall by itself, and the paths are covered in snow. It is unlikely that they will go for our rear guard. This means that we will have to concentrate on defending our front. From this point, we should cover a rotation of 120 degrees. Our main goal is to resist and make them flee. We do not need to win this war. Then I will call for a truce and negotiate with them to make our territory off limits. Chunlei asked, even with all 3 of them attacking, it will be too much pressure. I expect them to break our defenses quickly, so we will have to retreat fast. Our strongest defenses are the shelter and your dimensional gates, Brother Zhang. There's going to be a lot of people attacking at the same time. What if they have the methods to break through? They do have enough energetic resources to make a big incursion with heavy machinery. They could even have many superhumans with them. Zhang Yi said, don't worry about these things. If anything happens, I'll take care of it. Suddenly, Huahua noticed someone in the snow and said, meow. Zhang Yi said to himself, someone's approaching us. And he looks outside and saw a man standing. He then took out his golden desert eagle, and Huahua rides on his shoulder and he said, excuse me, I must check something. He took out his huge binoculars and looked in the balcony. And he said to himself, walking outside in this cold weather? This old guy can't be someone simple. Zhang Yi said, this guy must be a foreigner. I can't tell where he's from. Uncle Yu Jiguang was shocked and said, I know this guy. He's a snowflower cultist from the Yuelu community. Dr. Zhou said, what may the snowflower cult want with us? Uncle Yu Jiguang said, these guys have always been at odds with the other organizations in Tianhai City. Yang Xingxin said, if we want to instigate animosity between them, the snowflower cult may be our best tool. Zhang Yi said, I don't like cults though. Yang Xingxin said, I know. Let's just contact them to see if they can be of any use to us. Zhang Yi said to Chunlei, hey you fatty, go over there and bring your microphone. Turn it on, and I will tell you what to say. Chunlei said, but Brother Zhang, I'm the weakest here. I don't think I'm fit for this role. Zhang Yi said, dude, your superpower ability gives you an edge over others in the snow. We will also support you from here. Nobody will touch you. Zhang Yi said, if he dares to do something, I'll send him to Jesus. Chunlei said, gotcha, gotcha. Zhang Yi said, now go over there. Make sure he does not discover our plans. Chunlei suddenly said to the Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, stop right there. The Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua said, sir, this humble one is Zhao Jinhua, Archduke of the Snowflower cult. You are not Mr. Zhang Yi, are you? Zhang Yi said to himself. So this guy came for me. Uncle Yu Jiguang said this guy must have some sort of superpower ability to read people's energy. He wanted to see me once, but I turned him down. He was the one who helped Zhang Li awaken his superpower ability. Zhang Yi said in conjunction with the Snowflower cult leader's superpower ability, blessing, this guy's superpower ability can be very useful. Zhang Yi said to Chunlei, ask him why he wants to see me. Chunlei said to the Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, our boss is not someone that anyone can approach. If you have any messages for him, you can speak now. He's listening to us. The Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, said to himself, how could someone be this cautious? He does not even want to know me. The Snowflower cult's great master, Zhao Jinhua, said, my master has ordered me to bring an important message to Sir Zhang Yi. In 3 days, Yangsheng, Zhaoyu, and Qingshan will team up to attack your sanctuary. How dare those murderers instigate war to try to attack such a beautiful home? They even tried to ask our Lord to attack you. We, the Snowflower cult, have always been reciting the message of love and peace of our God. We do not agree with their proposal. Thus, we wish to team up with Sir Zhang Yi. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.